Hello. So, hello, Clip. Welcome. How do you do? Here comes the quote of the day. When the world was dark, it screamed. Now it's quiet. Let's wake it up with our might. Anyways, so, how's everyone been doing today? And now the infinite loop has been completed. And not this one. Whoosh. Oh yeah, by the way, do you want to do the usual Discord call? Or we can do it this way. Either way, it doesn't matter. I know you can't watch streams if I'm correct, so I'm not sure how that would really affect you. It's just if you want to talk at the same time. I'll listen, but we playing Overwatch. Okay, okay. So, yeah, I've been doing decently well. And today we're going to be listening to, well, not listening. We're not going to be doing any songs today. We are going to be doing a reaction to a channel I have not seen yet. For the first one. The second one, I have seen their stuff before, and I kind of just want to watch this new video that came out. And I might as well add it in here. The third one, honestly, never seen that channel before. Don't know how this is gonna play out. And on the fourth one, that one is probably where we're gonna end after this, and then after that we're going to end at tabs for however long I can stay awake. So let's go into our first video of the day. How it felt to watch Deku versus Class 1A. Something I have not seen myself.
I don't want to make this part too long because I want to get to the video, but before we begin, I want to say some things. First of all, a month
I realize this is probably too loud. Let's turn that down some.
ago, I was at like 480 subs, and now, as I'm recording
Damn.
this, I'm at like 2.1. It was an
Damn. My man got that algorithm on check right there.
interesting experience when that video blew up because I had no intention of making that happen, and I also caught bronchitis the very next day. Thank
Damn.
you to all 1.8 thousand people that have subbed. I really appreciate it. Please don't leave me. But yeah, standard YouTube stuff. Just like,
Yeah. I understand exactly how that feels. Even though I have a way smaller following base, I still appreciate everyone who watches and actually comments on my stuff. Hint, hint. Comment on my stuff more often, and I'll actually respond to people. I'm perfectly fine having conversations.
comment, and subscribe. And while you're commenting, let me know down below what you want to see next. Tell me about some fights you want to see. I want to talk
What is?
about those. Oh, and be sure to
Yes.
follow me on Twitter because I need more people to read my unhinged thoughts. Enjoy the video, and I'm going to catch you guys later. Bro, somebody come get Deku.
First off, I'm going to subscribe as soon as I can, but I want to watch this video first. I need to check out and see how does his opinion shape up. Are they any good opinions or are they trash? We gotta see.
Please. He's been running around for months in the same suit in the middle.
So I check in on the My Hero manga every once in a while. It's been a bit. I think the last time I checked on it was a month ago, but I do know this part well enough. Now I don't remember it perfectly because I didn't actually watch it or read it. I watched plot armor on it, but it's good enough. Watching plot armor is good enough. Um,
Of the rain. I know he smells crazy. I just know he smells.
I do agree with that. My man is literally being fucking Batman without the money. Oh shit, he's in a recording booth. Hello? Hey yo. Clem, you dead?
Hello.
Okay, cool. Who the hell added
I
me?
can still not hear you.
Hello?
That's more my fault. Don't worry about it.
Oh, let's see. Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, Clem, are
I
you
think that
alive?
fixed it.
Are you good? I'm sorry for the people who had to watch this. This
It
is a
did not.
momentary detour from the video. Anyways, Clem.
Now it did.
Hey, you alive?
Yep.
Cool. Just make sure it's
Yes,
not
I
an
can hear you.
echo. Anyways, let's see. How moldy and dusty do you think Deku would be? Like weeks on end of just heroism, no sleep, nothing. Just how musty that man has to be. God.
Why are we thinking of this?
Because the literal point of the video that he's making a joke out of is just like, this dude has to smell awful. He is covered in blood and injuries, and he's not getting medical attention, and we know for a fact he has not slept for weeks. Like, there is no way you can tell me that you fighting all these heroes and you didn't break a sweat. And you ain't
Average
changed
person in
clothes.
Nebraska.
You ain't changed clothes in a whole set of weeks.
Smells like wet dog, pennies, quarters, and a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. That last
He has a grind set.
So, that one hit personally. My man said he smelled like a whole pack of wet dogs, pennies, and a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament. The last one does it personally.
Damn.
one definitely smells the worst. Besides smell
God
like
damn.
absolute dog shit, Deku's done nothing but fight crime for the last couple of months. It may have
Oh, I'm wrong. It isn't that he has been fighting for weeks. It's months. Which is arguably far worse if we're talking about smell. Because we know he did not sleep. And what little sleep he did have, he did not bathe. God, no. Somebody save this man.
something
Get
to
him
do with the
detergent or
fact that All For
something.
One dropped a tactical nuke on him, then did it again 2 months later, but Deku is not in the best space physically, or mentally for that matter. He absolutely demolished the last person that came after
I
him.
hate
Bro,
Overwatch ring times.
So, you know my hero and like how it's sort of caught up, or do I have to worry about spoiling you?
I don't care. You're good.
Cool. Main thing I want to say about my hero is, if you've seen Deku's alternate design recently,
No.
Vigilante Deku.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you've seen that, right? Um, yeah, he does look like an actual villain at that point, and he does start beating people up Gotham style.
absolutely crucified him. Then he crucified All Might's feelings. That should hurt to watch. Not the boxed lunch! And you know he's doing too much because a bunch of the previous users come out to tell him that. And listen, even if you don't like Deku, you have to give it to him. Bro grinded so hard, the voices in his head got involved.
Honestly, that makes so much sense, and I hate it at the same time. So we know how Deku has like all the different voices in his head, correct?
Mm-hmm.
They literally are telling him chill. I'm like, God, that is incredibly funny. Because these were the same voices that were like 2 months ago. You must work. You may not sleep until one for all. Wait, not one for all. All for one is dead. And now they're like, yo, chill the fuck out. You're gonna die.
Doesn't help that every single person that Deku
You
saves
know it
runs
gets
away
mad when
from
the
him.
voices
Things
in your
like
head are even telling you to stop.
Damn right.
blame them, I would too. If my savior looked like he was allergic to any and all forms of soap, Deku has not seen soap or toothpaste in a matter of months, so you know he hasn't seen a tailor. That suit is beat up, has him looking like Deku Darko. Did y'all get that joke? Donnie Darko? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Nah, I ain't seen that
Oh,
shit. I
never
ain't
mind.
seen none of
Another
Donnie
collective
Darko.
to realize that Deku's going a bit far is Class 1A. Deku left the school in the middle of the night months ago and hasn't been seen since. And while they're quite sure that Deku is safe as he's with pro heroes, the country's still at war and he's still with All Might. No, I'm dead serious. That's like a reason that Bakugo gives. And he's not wrong.
What?
Deku is extremely self-sacrificing, and All Might became the symbol of peace by doing that too. He literally doesn't know how to stop Deku, even if he wants to. So they
Yeah, that is a fair point. All Might's entire thing was he basically held everything on his shoulders, and when he fell down, the rest of the world crumbled. But Deku, as much as he wants to hold everyone on his shoulders, he can't because he isn't fucking All Might. God, wait. I was gonna say that's the same comparison to Bucky and Captain America, but nah, that's nah. I would actually argue that Bucky can actually do most of Cap's job. Not the emotional part of it, but he can do the physical part of Cap's job. I think that's a fair argument.
I can agree.
Okay, cool.
Offer to do it themselves. Every single member of the
Yikes.
class suits up to bring back Deku. Problem is, Deku does.
Also, I was playing Overwatch earlier today. I felt so bad steamrolling some people. I feel like they're. I know how like they make your MMR lower during the season changes, right? Because I just started playing back again. I felt it because I was like, these are not people that I should be playing against. I'm steamrolling them
You,
with Matra. What the hell happened here? Anyways, let's get back to this
what's
game.
it called?
Go back, and he's really fucking
The
smart.
MMR
So
didn't even
much so
change
that
for me, but I just had a match where I literally solo wiped an entire team, and then the next round they just gave up.
I did
It was
something
like
very
ranked, and I
similar.
didn't.
The Ramatra power, it turned into. I felt like a god for a moment. I did get humbled when someone tried to pull out the Bastion, but then I ulted at the last minute and removed his existence. So I still felt like God.
right now it's all of 1A versus Deku.
Yeah, I'm in the middle
Deku
of a
starts
rake
with the
match.
smoke
Their own
screen, but Bakugo
person
blows it
left,
away.
and the only
Just too
thing they
late,
had to
he's
say
able to
is,
hit
"Man,
every
man, I
single
gotta
button
love
for the local
matchmaking."
park. He gets
Yep.
briefly caught by some tape, almost
So I have an idea for Overwatch's matchmaking that I think most people will hate, but I think it would eventually fix itself. Can you guess what it is?
Well,
hit by some shockwaves,
Total
and then
reset.
grabbed midair. All the while, with every single
that is
interaction, we're
just
seeing
very annoying.
flashbacks.
I don't feel like a reset really does anything in the long run.
I think it's the fact that it's all these people who have. Well, first off, get rid of the fact that people have their like stuff slowly decay every season because they're not losing their skills; they're just not playing for a bit. Because when they just wait
Yeah,
for
that
a
has
while,
always just been annoying.
yeah, take that away, reset it to new, and you'll see the new rankings become very evident very quickly. I'm sorry, I don't think the freaking GM players are gonna be stuck with the bronzes for very long. They'll filter themselves
They'll
out.
not, but it'll, what's it called? Just be annoying for the bronze players those first games because like
It will be the battle of
returning GM
gods.
players will still be returning GM players like in the current
Class,
system,
because no one in the
they'll
class
be like dropped down to maybe like plat or diamond, so they're not fighting against like bronzes, silvers. But what you're talking about, you're gonna have masters players, grandmasters players
Top
fighting.
500
What's it called? Yeah,
bronzes.
even them fighting bronzes, and that's just not fun.
Gods amongst men will slowly filter each other out. Or we just make it very quickly. It's like, hey, this is
Like,
like it's gonna be very quick. I don't think it would take long at
because
all.
because also like people returning after that is gonna have their MMR set up and sit down so that they have no rank whatsoever. So you're gonna have the grandmaster players that like played a few weeks after the reset. They're still gonna be put up with the bronzes. So it's not like it's gonna go away after like a week. You're still gonna be fighting grandmaster players like for like the next month or something.
1 month of pure hell for perfect tranquility.
class
And the thing
actually
is, it won't be perfect tranquility because once they get back up to their rank, they're just going to stop playing again.
Cool. And then we just don't reset that shit anymore.
But that just solves nothing. You literally just made the game worse for and it's like a huge portion of the player base just for literally nothing.
Well, this is why I said I had an idea, and it would also be awful.
You do know that the average what's it called players for this game are silver and below, right? And not even high silver.
Wait, gold isn't average?
No,
How?
I think at I think it's leveled out so that's high. It might be high silver now,
I was gonna say, it's
but
like,
at the
how is
start of Overwatch,
gold?
it was. But you do know at the start of Overwatch 2 release, it was bronze. But
Yeah,
that was more so because of bad matchmaking, and then it went up to like silver, I think. I don't know what it is now.
I was gonna say, how the hell did I get in gold? That's bullshit. I don't think I'm that great of a player.
Wants to hurt Deku. They're using what I call advanced talk no jutsu. You see, with normal talk
How
no
much have you
jutsu, the
played?
talk
I
level
can
will be
check,
down.
seeing as
With advanced talk
literally
no
the
jutsu,
entire
the
enemy
talk
team has
level
left
move
already,
down while
Damn.
hitting them in the
except for one.
face. It's like playing Pokemon, but with people.
View
Just
career
for a moment, I
profile.
started to wonder if anyone in 1A had any
Oh,
problems with Deku. Because
you just won your 5 games of ranked, and then just didn't play DPS ever again.
What do you mean?
Because you only have 5 wins on damage, which is the amount you need to see your rank.
So, I haven't played that in a while because I was trying tank, failed tank badly, and then I've just been grinding quick play so I can try to get better at different roles. I literally only joined into ranked after playing at least 10 games in a row, so I'm pumped and ready. I only go into ranked when I'm feeling okay. I'm ready to rip and tear someone's ass.
directly after this, he gets pushed
I
into a
go
building
into
at
rank
full
whenever I
speed.
feel
Then he
like
gets
I am a
blinded to a
little less
concrete
tired
pillar,
than
but then I
before.
was
Nah, I
reminded
go in
that
there when
all
I'm
of their
ready.
force was kind of justified because Deku headbutts the helmet off and walks off the binds. What kills me is when
Where
Kaminari
is the
walks up
Moira
because he
go?
just
I guess we're
perfectly
going on a
grounds
field
him,
trip.
and honestly, this might be the most realistic part of the entire series because if someone could blow off all 4 of my limbs with their thumb and middle finger, I would have a light touch to them too. At least that was the case until
Wow,
Deku
you're
started
just a
sparking,
not
and then
that
Kaminari
nice
started
of a
sparking,
person.
and the
I don't
entire
like
side of
you.
the building just blows up. And
I would say worse, but I don't want to get voice banned.
This is the really funny idea of Deku just being so strong now. His entire class is versus him. I'm just like, oh god, I remember this part from the manga, and I feel bad for these fools. You cannot stop the main character energy. The only reason you're even having a chance is because he's tired.
quick side note, just before that happened, Kaminari begged Deku to come back home and take a bath. What really killed me though was Deku having a whole soliloquy about wanting to protect his friends and make sure they're okay, just for him to get interrupted by a giant ice wall. I don't know why
Time to wait
Todoroki was
another
lecturing
15
Deku
minutes
after
for a
this
queue.
because he had to have been concussed. He does not understand him. Right now, he is frostbitten and has head trauma. Forget UA, take him to a hospital. Deku escapes
Damn
the
right.
ice and gets caught by Minetta's sticky balls.
So, you know what I think should have been the traitor? Actually, for those who haven't watched or read the manga for My Hero Academia, why the fuck are you still here? I always say I'm spoiling shit. Um, get out of here. Anyways, for those, not those, for those who have seen it and read it, I don't think our shiny boy should have been the traitor. I think it should have been Mineta. Because then we would have a good reason to hate him. It'd be better to hate him, even. And it would even make him a good
Wait, who is
villain.
the traitor again?
You know the shiny one who shoots the laser from his belly button?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yeah, I
I
think it's.
still didn't really like him.
I know we don't like either of them, right? But it would have been just better if it was the little pervert. You know why? Because then it would give a good reason to have him just be like, "Oh, you thought the balls were my quirk? Nah, this was something leading up to a whole different thing." It would be actually kind of cool. I'd be like, okay, yeah, he's a sleazeball and a pervert, but he's also a straight up villain who's been lurking this entire time. Makes sense. We should have known he was a villain when he was already a sexual abuser. Like, we should have known he was a villain. But why is this man still considered a hero? Like you can understand that
Hmm.
at least, right? You're already a creep. Can we just make the creep the villain?
I
Like,
feel like I can make a few connections here with real life.
Shut up! But he escapes that too, and
in
plans on
which
using the
ways?
power of Leg Day to escape. Deku zips off, but then we see the class has built a giant ice ramp
I'm
for this
thinking about how
exact
I make this
occasion.
not political, even though the joke was literally centered around politics.
Dude, as far as I'm concerned, you can make any political joke you want on this channel. I don't give a fuck.
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
As long as it isn't about hating other people. In which you might have to be a little bit vague.
Don't say it, don't say it. It takes the combined effort of
Why be
Ochako,
vague when you
Todoroki,
cannot say it at all?
Bakugo, and Ida just to catch
It's if you have to say it, just be vague. Don't say that groups, don't use names, the usual.
him. And it's a good thing
No,
they
I'm not
did because he
doing all
knows
that.
it'll
I'm
offend
just not
them
gonna say it
because he
because
wasn't
it's not that
asked
bad. But I just
out.
don't really
But you
care.
aren't gonna
Yep.
tell me that in any other
Die.
circumstance, Deku wouldn't have one arm. That catch had some force in it. Kaminari demonstrates why he'd be the best
God.
outfielder of all time, and Bakugo
I fucking hate
apologizes for
Sojourn.
years of childhood trauma. Deku apologizes for his Batman arc, and they go home to UA. And just like
Now, this will be the end of the video for these people, for, this one video. What is it actually going to be called when I title it? I don't fucking know. Honestly. When will this come out? Who the fuck knows? Let's see. Can I bookmark this? It's gonna title this 1A.